fight class? Am I the only one?
いきましょうか。じゃあスライドお願いいたします。
Hey,
結局スライドなんだ。
by any means
So,
necessary.
yeah, the Eddy Gordo slide after we are finished with the PowerPoint.
ノースライ
I'm kidding.
ド。はい。じゃあ今日はトレーラーじゃないんですよね。
実機持ってきました。
はい。
今日は開発中なので実機を持ってきました。
He looks younger.
多分初めてじゃないかな、鉄拳7から
確かにそうですね。
まだ配信してないキャラクターのプレイを見せるの。
確かに。
So
They're
it's
always
not
like giving
trailer,
everyone
but
this
we
sort of-
actually have the dev build here on site, which we're going to be showing today. I was just saying, I don't think we've done this ever for Tekken to actually show you in progress dev build. So
じゃあちょっ
hope
と
you enjoy it.
じゃあまずは
ドキドキしますけどね。
見せますか？
This is gonna go
Yeah.
terribly, isn't
メイ
it?
ンスクリーンから見せます
Do you know what I missed? I missed the fighting game
Let's
conference.
go through the
ゲーム
main,
画面をはい
main,
お願いいたします。
main screen here.
ほら
Oh,
これがね。
皆さんほら、
You're so used to seeing
his
Kazuya.
eyes look
数の
red
上半
or
身
very
裸
brown.
見飽きたでしょ？
はい。も
So maybe
I
you're
think
a bit
this is also an
sick of
updated
seeing
theme.
Kazuya all day long, so we decided to change it up.
エディに変えておきまし
Eddie is now on the main menu,
た。はい。こんな感じで一応エディが
and you can see from different angles.
これはちゃんとゲームモデルなので実際この
実
クオリティ
機で、はい。
He looks so
This is
good.
the game model, obviously, not like a pre-rendered or anything. This is the actual model itself.
うで今日はじゃあプラクティスを
そうですね。プラクティス
I wonder if there's a way of
まあ
changing
どういうキャラに
who
なってるかって
はい
簡単にねちょっと
who
プラクティ
ends
スで
up
エディを
on
ちょっと
who ends up on the
探して
menu.
みましょうか。はい。
So I believe Nakatsu is going to show us in the practice mode just a little bit about the character and what we have so far.
これでねちょっとね言ってくれますけど
And my OCD
ここの今のメニューのところエディになってたじゃないですかでみんな自分の
stands
好き
is
な
in
キャラに
shambles now. There's no more
結構
muscles
い
on
る
title
そこは
screens.
ちょっと中津僕も
はい。
今後やっていきたいなと思ってますそこは
At the moment, it is still just the
No,
default
we're just
outfit.
saying we realize many people want to use their favorite character in the main menu, so that's something we understand, and hopefully it can happen.
はい。実際動いてる実機でお見せするのは
People want to see their customizations on the main menu. Don't
コスチュームこれからお見せします。
just go back to Kazuya and keep it there. He's the main character of this game. It makes sense. And there's like so much like
So I'm gonna show
lore
you some of the
factor
costumes
behind
first,
it.
'cause, there's some
ピ
cool
ーの
things.
カラーはこんな感じで、
It's a two-player costume.
で次に
Why is he
新しく
speaking?
追加した専用コスチュームはこんな感じの見た目になって、
And this is his unique costume that he has. It's brand new for Tekken 8.
はい。で、皆さん鉄拳7のエディもお好きだと思うので、
He does have his older hairstyle
髪
as
型
well.
含めて鉄拳7コスチューム実装してます。
His Tekken
And,
8, Tekken
I'm
7
not a
costume
huge
looks
fan of this
really
Tekken
good.
7 costume, but it's brought back for Tekken 8 as well,
No, no,
including the
髪型
hairstyle
ね。
at the time.
はい。
髪型自由にまたカスタマイズとかこういうので変えれるので皆さんそこはご安心くださいね
はい。
はい。
Obviously, you can customize the hairstyle to your liking.
なんで今日はまずデフォルトのコスチュームを選択
So first, we'll
Bring
we'll
back
start off
Capoeira
with the,
Fasca.
the brand new default costume.
はい。で、次のアップデートに入る要素も実はあるので、ちょっとクラウディを選択しますね
ちょっと。画面をね皆さんはね大
It
きめ
does.
にして見といてほしいかな
So there's actually a new element to the game.
There's a
play,
new
show
level.
you. So maximize your screen if you haven't done so yet, just so you can get the fine
で
details.
はい、広めのステージをちょっと選択します。
And we're gonna pick a more wide stage against Claudio here.
新技を見せますよもちろん
はい。まずちょっと、
He looks very chunky.
バーの下、
And his animations got a bit more snap. It's not smooth.
クラウディオに表示されてると思うんですけども、こちらはクラウディオのスターバーストだったり、ブライアンのスネークアイといったキャラクターのパワーアップ要素を視覚化したものになります。
So you'll notice an icon right next to the heat gauge. This kind of signifies different things for different characters. In Claudio's case, it signifies
Oh, that's cool.
the heat burst, right? Or with Brian, maybe snake eyes.
はい、こちらは
He becomes the
2
Undertaker.
月下旬から3月頭のアップデートで、パワーアップが、搭載されているキャラクターに実装されます。
And so this is going to be included in the update.
I'm glad that the camera doesn't randomly move.
To kind of show the abilities that each character has in the match.
はい、じゃあお待ちかねのエディ行ってみましょう。
新キャラ
Alright, let's get started with
新
Eddie.
技いきましょう
今回本当に、鉄拳3以来エディもう25年以上登場してますが、 新しく本当カポエイラを
Oh, it is Fasca. It does say Fasca on his trunks. It is the capoeira Fasca look.
開発に取り組みました。
So you all are probably pretty familiar that you know Eddie's a staple of the series for what 25 years now. But one of the kind of key concepts in the development of the character this time is new capoeira. So he's his fight style has been completely revamped for this time.
だから実はこの構えの人格
Does he still have his stupid spin to win mechanics? Can I go Beyblade?
So even the Jinga, you can see the footwork. It just feels more like solid and you know actually sticking to the ground than it was before.
Yeah.
はい、まあちょっと軽く見せますけど、こんな感じで。
Oh wow. Okay, this guy can sidestep easy.
So you can see the animations have changed quite a bit.
実はこの鉄拳3の時に、カポエイラを始めた開発メンバー、まあ、笹森っていう、まあ、ゲヘイロっていうそのカポエリスタがいるんですけども、彼が今回モーションアクターとして、まあ、指導者としても16年以上やっていて、まあ、エディに最も愛がある開発メンバーがモーションアクターとして、キャプチャーしてます。
So there's kind of a unique story to this actually. There's a development member called Sasamori who actually started learning capoeira when he saw Eddie for the first time, you know, back in the day. And so he's actually been teaching capoeira for the past 16 years. That's how good he's gotten. And he is well known in Japan especially, and he actually did the motion capture for Eddie.
そうだその
That's why they showed
そ
him.
もそも笹森の師匠はエディだからね。
そうなんです。
エディ鉄拳3のエディを見て衝撃を受けて彼は
Marcelo san.
カポエロを始めて、だからエディが師匠だからどっちか。
はい、
So it's like his teacher's Eddie, kind of, you know, because that's where he started from.
で1個ずつ
His teacher, yeah.
でまず逆立ち、バナネイラっていう技なんですけども、セブンから大きく変わった点は逆立ちの方向を見てください。セブンは、相手の方向ではなく後ろを見てましたが、前向きの逆立ちになってます。
So if you can see the handstands changed, it was facing the other direction up until 7, but from 8, he's actually facing his opponent now.
で逆立ちのまま前方向を維持して前進できるようになりました。
You can actually move forward while staying in the handstand.
I mean, you could do that before as
前
well.
方向の逆立ちと
But
後ろに
it was only in
避ける逆
certain
立ち、この二つ
certain ways,
が追加
right?
されて結構機動力がアップしてます。
And so you can actually kind of evade your opponents in kind of reverse direction as well. So you can see he's much more mobile than before.
Yeah, he looks much more suited for the sidestep style gimmick. It's really annoying
That's
because
kind of
it changes
one
the
of his
camera
starting
work.
points for his offense, and he's had several new techniques added from there.
こんな感じ
Oh,
で
he would be really frustrating to fight
追加されたり、まあ、パワークラッシュ
because he's not mashing buttons. Imagine you just mashed buttons.
Transition from handstand to
こう連携
relaxed
から
mode.
座りに行けた
Because
り
he goes into that low stance. The whole point is that he
Different,
changes up.
Sequences of attacks, also a new power crash.
He's basically what Zafina was in Tekken 6 and 7.
ネガチーバですね。
And then negative
Tekken
the
6 probably.
relaxed position.
で構えであり避けの回避としても使う構えになっていて、座りも実は前入れで座りを維持したまま相手に近づけるようになってます。
なんか MMA fighter みたいな。
はい。
So Negativa, you know, is a transition that gives you access to other techniques, but also is a good way to kind of like evade opponents' attacks as well.
はい。
Not only that, but in Negativa, you can now kind of move forward in that stance.
で座りは先ほどの逆立ちが攻めの起点で、座りは崩し要素で相手を崩すことができるのがこの座りの
What's that?
構えになってます。
So if the handstand's kind of like your starting point to your offense, Negativa, the relaxed position, is kind of like a way to open up your opponent.
こう下段からの、まあ、クリーンヒットでダウンが取れる下段が追加さ
Oh,
れて、
that's a sick move, and that's gonna be annoying as heck because that's basically Dragon Tail into
So it
Dragon
has lots of low attacks.
Dragon Kick.
He also, if he does a clean hit from one of those low attacks, it actually knocks down the opponent and gives him kind of a buff.
はい、でこのパワーアップは後で説明しますが、まあ、カポエイラの中で有名なマンジンガっていう秘術だったり魔術といったようなこ
Oh
う異名を持つ
god, I can see this being really annoying. Jay Miller's gonna be really annoying.
And so the power up is kind of Nakatsu's going to explain in a bit more detail, but it's gives him access to the Manjingo. It's like a kind of like a spiritual capabilities, I guess you could say.
はい、で次にやっぱカポエラを見直すにあたって派手で楽しい技を追加したいっていうところでダイナミックな動きを、いくつも追加しました。代表的なのがこのハーボジアハイヤですね。
And so, some of the thinking behind the revamping of the style was to make it even more like over the top and stand out in the dynamic animations. One of the major techniques he's just showing off right now is one of them.
はい、あと
He feels like he feels more solid.
中間距離で
Like
胴抜き
what's
や
the word?
刀剣と
Stiff. He feels more
似たような
stiff
使い方ができる技
in
が
terms of his
追加されていま
hits.
す。
And this brand new move that he's doing now is kind of like using a Phoenix Smasher for Paul, in the sense that it's from kind of a mid-range attack that's quite strong.
はい、であとはエディ待望のやっぱ鉄拳8はアグレッシブが、キーワードな、ゲーム性なので、初めてエディがスラッシュキックを搭載しています。
And since
That's a
Tekken
mid.
8, nature is supposed to be aggressive gameplay, offensive, etc. This is the first time Eddie gets a slash kick.
でガード時逆立ちに行けるのでスラッシュキックから逆立ちの攻めだったりを継続することが
Slash
でき
kick
ます。
is the
And so
like
you
his
can actually go from handstand, or I'm sorry, from a slash kick into the handstand to continue up your offense.
I can see this
であとは
being
やっぱり
annoying.
エディ使いっていうのは結構カジュアルな
I'm gonna hate this.
使ってます
I'm gonna hate all of this.
蹴り連打、左キック
I mean, on the one hand, yeah, I've got
I've
got things that I can work with, but I can understand anybody getting frustrated with this.
できるように左キック連打でこう逆立ちに行ってさらに座りに行って下段で崩せるみたいなこういう流れるような攻めが展開できるようになっています。
And so, since we realized that a lot of people are really attracted to Eddie when they're first picking up Tekken, especially, we wanted to make him very accessible. So
We made him Tekken 3 all over again.
The left attack transitions him to handstand attacks and then through.
He's like a low Hwarang.
It's quite easy to do all these kind of over-the-top capoeira actions.
はい、右キックも同様にこういう感じで
Is he just pressing one button?
特徴である踊ってるように戦うようなアクションができるようになってます。
And so repeatedly pressing the right kick will do as Nakatsu's doing now, where it's kind of like
Ah! This is a problem.
it's very fluid.
はい、なんで初めて遊ぶ方でも
Ah,
非常に楽しく
no.
かつ
This is
カポエラらしく
terrible.
戦えるようにリニューアルしました。
That's
So we
just
just wanted to
that's just
make
one
them very easy
button,
to pick up
and
and
that's
play,
worse than
still,
anything I ever
really
did.
Capoeira, even for beginner players.
はいで最後3つ目の要素が先ほど説明したマンジンガっていう、パワーアップ要素ですね。
And then obviously one of the new features, the Manjinga to power up.
はい、この1っていう数字が出てる
So
時
what can you do
マン
to
ジンガ
like
レベル
sacrifice that?
っていう状態になります。
So when 1 appears, that means that that's like level 1 of the Manjinga.
でマンジンガがたまると、攻めの起点だった逆立ちに崩しの要素が追加されます。
Found Victor players found a new one-button character, and here they say Smash is a one-button
下
fighter.
段の攻撃が出て、崩しが強くなります。
So even from the handstand, he has access to low attacks that help open up the opponent.
でマンジンガは、ラウンド間は継続するので、ラウンド中はそのマンジンガレベルが下がることはありません。
And so the level of Manjinga actually, you keep that level throughout the round. So it's not like it goes away or is depleted in that round.
なんでレベル2まで貯めるともう逆立ちがかなり崩しとして非常に優秀な性能になります。
Flash
So if you
kick.
can get up to level 2, then he's quite formidable with low attacks from handstand.
はいでこちらのレベルが0になる条件は
Sabo Soul. That's all I'm seeing
So
right
the
now.
only way it goes back to 0 is when you begin a new round.
はいっていった感じで、多彩な蹴り技とこのマンジンガを使って遊ぶのが今回のエディの特徴になります。
So Eddie's characteristic is really about using all these powerful kick attacks and also powering up, so you can have access to those new techniques from Mazinga.
はい、あとは遊びやすいように本当に
Mazinga seems to be
こういった
gonna be the
既存の
big
ミ
massive
リバって
annoyance.
いうのも
It does feel more like you can
元々
recover
斜め下と
faster.
両キックだったのを斜め下と左キックに変えて浮かせ技1個から左キックを連打しておくと まあ、コンボが決めてマンジンガがたまるっていったような、遊びやすく、性能を変えています。
どう書いた入力
入力を
簡単
3両キックから、3LK に変えます。
?LK か。
両ボタンを押さ
なんで浮かした後にずっと LK を連打しておくとコンボを決めてマンジンガレベルがたまる。
So because the dev team wants a variety of different players to check it out and have fun with the character, one of his main launchers, I think it's called the Billy Bao, I believe, the 3 both kicks. It's difficult input for newer players, right? So they changed it to just 3 LK, and then you consecutively press the left kick to continue to do follow-up attacks, which also levels up your Majinga as well.
I'm just imagining somebody just shuffling across him like, I don't know what to do. He might hit high, he might hit low. And all he's doing is like shifting left and right on the ground.
なんでその分、まあ、その逆立ちからちょっと横に避ける動作だったり複雑化してた、逆立ちから一回しゃがむみたいなそういう動作を、
It does mean that he's most susceptible to attacks in the mid and low because he's kind of always active.
And so his stances, like especially the handstand, etc., have been kind of streamlined to make it more easy and intuitive to play.
まあ、右キックも同様に、浮かした後に右キック連打しても結構コンボがつながるように、まあ、最後 LK をしてますけど、まあ、結構浮かした後キック連打スペシャルスタイルに近いような操作感覚で遊べます。
And so Nakatsu was just saying that likewise with the right kick, the right side kick, I mean, you can launch our opponent and continue with the right kick inputs to continue the combo.
はい。
And I was just mentioning it's almost like special style kind of really.
あとまあヒート中はそのヒートスマッシュはもちろんあるんですけども、逆立ちや
Probably one of the most powerful heat smashes as
やりや
well.
すくなるような専用技が出るようになっています。
And so when he's powered up in the heat state, it's even easier to go into the handstand transition because of the techniques he has access to.
こんな感じで実はまあ逆立ち移行しつつ、相手を、トルネード状態にするような技が追加されてたりしますね。
Like the technique he's currently showing off, in which you go straight into the handstand and at the same time launching your opponent into a tornado if it hits.
まあ、もう一個はその座り状態にその奇襲をかけながら、
So standing really it seems to be effective if he tries to go low. But he's basically like
Another is kinda
Zafina.
like the sneak attack you have from Negativa, the relaxed state to kind of like sneak an attack on your opponent when they're not expecting it.
Jeez.
なんでこんな感じで結構蹴りを連打しながら相手に近づきつつ展開を迫るといったような新しいエディのプレイスタイルが遊べるようになってます。
And so it really allows Eddy to kind of keep forward pressure on the opponent.
Yeah,
And you have,
I'm going to be
variety
annoyed
of
with him.
attacks.
Him and Victor are very good pressure characters. Like, I make up my pressure, let's be fair. I use jabs to pressure anything. Jabs, low kicks, shins, whatever.
から投げが出せたりもします。
He also has a throw from Negativa, as you just saw.
That is annoying, because no one's going to expect it.
開発中のエディをお見せしました。
So that's the first time we've actually shown in build footage of Eddy playing live. So we hope you all enjoyed it.
これね面白いのがねコメント見てるとエディ使う気の人すごい今超ワクワクしてるわけですよでこれエディを対戦相手とこう考えて対策しなきゃっていう目で見てる人は今すごい心配してるんだけど皆さん心配しないでください。こういう新キャラね紹介するときはそのキャラのいいとこばかり見せますよ。で割とでもこれリアルに対戦するとね僕がパワークラッシュとかおりゃおりゃってやってると結構潰されるし
そうですね。
あとやっぱガードできてないタイミング多いんで割と皆さんがそんな心配、
はい、
ゲーって言ってる
I'm just looking at the sand, because it's got like a divot on 4 different locations.
今回向きの性能になってたりするのでちょっと弱くなった点ももちろんあるし座りはダウン状態ではなく立ち状態になっているので浮かせ技とかをもらったりも
So he can even have an even lower tolerance. Like he's probably got the shortest. He's got the lowest low, the shortest low.
する必要あるんですけど、
Low stance.
まあ、強くなっただけではなく
I think
ちゃんと
Zavina would have been the other one, but Zavina has to get into her stance for that, right?
その弱体化につな
So
がる
does
ところも
Xiao Yu.
ありますんで、その辺は安心してください。
そうですね。
So, Harada was just worried that the comments, are filled with a lot of people who are like, oh man, Eddie's insane. I can't wait to play him. But at the same time, people who are, have a different main character and think, I have to learn how to fight against this character. But, it's like any other character. Obviously, he looks strong when we first show him off because we want people to be excited about new characters. But he has his weaknesses and openings as well. You just have to find them just like the other characters.
Just have to find them just like everybody else.
まあチャット欄にキャラ名を何回も送ってもそのキャラ別に実装されないんで意味ないんでやめた方がいいと思います。
Yeah, so I know you enjoy asking for other characters in the chat, but that's not how we do it. So
あんまやると消っちゃいますよ。
and Yasuda's gonna throw down the ban hammer if you keep doing that. So.
Oh, nice.
ということで、
はい、
はい、
エディの実機プレイを
そうですね。
しました。
今日これ PS5 の開発機でプレイをしたんですが、まあ当然 Steam の方でもはい開発はやってまして、ではいちょっとまたスライドに戻っちゃって申し訳ないんですが、はい。
Okay, so we were just showing off the PS5 build today, the dev kit. Obviously, it's also gonna look the same on Steam and in the Xbox version as well. That said, it's time to move back to Yasuda's PowerPoint briefly.
Damn it.
スライド大好き。
はい、じゃあ戻りましょう。
Yasuda eSports じゃない、Yasuda PowerPoint
そうですね。
そうですね。一つスライドに戻ってお伝えしたかったのが、まあ結構要望にいただいていたその Steam 版のゲーム終了っていう機能。
I didn't realize the first main menu was character like was
非常に
favorites.
こうゲーム終了しづらかったので、自分もちょっと不便だなと思ってたので、メインメニューにアイコンとして追加して、すぐにゲームが終了できるように、エディ配信のタイミングにはこの機能を実装して皆さんにアップデートしようと思ってます。
Oh, and just before we forget, one quality of life improvement Nakatsu made to the Steam version in particular. Before you had to go to the options to then choose exit game to end the game when you want to, but he added a separate icon here you can see on the far right to
Yay.
more easily.
Yay.
で、まあ、最後にちょっとすみません、また宣伝に戻っちゃうんですけども、今お見せしたエディ、まだ、いつ配信するかとか、決まってない状態ではあるんですが、プレイアブルキャラクターイワンパスですね、はい、デラックスエディションとかアルティメディションとかに、ついてくるこのパスを持っている方に関しては72時間の、アーリーアクセスができるようになります。
And so to going back to the PowerPoint briefly, we just wanted to make it clear, we've said this before, but to those of you who have the deluxe or ultimate editions that contain the character pass, you'll have access 72 hours ahead of time to the character. So although Eddie, we know you're looking forward to it, we don't have a release date announced yet, but we'll let you know at a later time. But when he does come out, those of you who have this pass will get him 72 hours earlier.
So that's 3 days.
で
Three days? 24,
もうデラック
48.
スとかアルティメットじゃなくて、ス
Yeah, I
タン
think
ダー
that
ド
is.
通常版買っちゃったよっていう方
Yeah, that's
向け
3
の
days.
お知らせになります。
We get to play the one button
So
fire
for
3
those
days
of
early.
you, who at launch just wanted to play quickly and picked up the standard edition, there are a few options for you if you want the character pass.
はい、デラックスエディションのアップグレードパックというものを、今もうすでに、ストアの方で、配信しておりますので、もしアーリーアクセス、あとは、キャラクター4パスは、1年間で4キャラ、リリースするっていうのはすでにもう、お知らせしてるんですが、その4キャラも、入手できるようになりますので、ぜひ興味のある方は、ご購入を、お願いできればと思います。
And so, if you only have the standard edition, you can still, after the fact, upgrade to everything in the deluxe edition with this deluxe pack. And as we mentioned, this does include the year one character pass, so not just Eddie, but the other 3 characters after him to follow. So 4 in that pass.
はい、あとはアルティメットエディションに含まれるアルティメットエディションのみの 限定コンテンツに関しても、アルティメットパックというものを、お買い求めいただければ、入手可能になりますので、こちらもぜひ、検討お願いいたします。
And also, if you're just simply interested in the contents that are unique only to the Ultimate Edition, you can get that separately as well with this pass.
はい。
I mean, that's nice that you don't have to
Hi.
get the full game straight away. It's just more like the
しまし
excitement.
たが、次回またこれ
大量のスライドとともに
Late
大量の
March.
スライドとともに
次はスライドじゃない
いや
かもな。
なんかいろいろパート分けてもいいかもね。安田スライド
ショー
はい。
はい。
放送と
誰も見ないじゃないですか。
See, I actually like the slides. Yasuda-san should do more of
So
it.
we have another one coming up, Tekken Talk Live. Next one's planned for late March. Thank you for tuning in for an hour and a half. Harada's just saying maybe we should change up this, divide into sections. Yasuda has his PowerPoint time, and the rest of other stuff. And he was worried no one's going to tune into Yasuda PowerPoint time.
僕もこれ作りたくて作ってるわけじゃない。
Yasa point.
いやわかります
皆さんにお伝えすることがたくさんあるので分かりやすいかなと思って。
そうですよね休
はい
日返上でやってくれて
So
ます
obviously he doesn't love PowerPoint. That's just his most convenient way to get all of this necessary info to all of you, and allow Harada and Nakatsu and myself to have fun with all the games.
だからテレビショッピング枠と
はい。
このデベロップ
あー
開発トーク枠
確かに
っていう感じで分けた方がいいです。
So yeah, Harada's just saying, I don't know, maybe we can have our dev section and split it up a bit, but that's something we'll consider.
まあ
Don't
次
worry.
回は相対的にスライド少めになる。
少なめに
相対的にね。
So he's just
I liked
promising
it.
a shorter PowerPoint next time.
No, no, you're fine. This was fine.
あよかったです
I don't mind coming to lecture. This is I
まあ
wanna
次回多分いろんな
I wanna come to Tekken
お伝え
class.
できると思いますので、まあまずは一旦2月下旬ないしは3月上旬にアップデート2回目のアップデートをやりますので、
はい
まあまずはそれをお楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。
Right, so before then, the content that we discussed today, that's coming in that update for into February or early March, that's the first thing that you all can look forward to before hitting that next Tekken Talk Live in late March.
はい。じゃあ大丈夫ですかね。伝え漏れていることないですかね。大丈夫ですかね。
いや途中で言ったようにね皆さん提案の件を忘れないでくださいね。我々も
Nanoken?
提案ね。
Teane.
提案の件ね、そのモード提案の件皆さん
We still don't know when we're gonna
途中から見た人は分かんない
see
かもしれないですけど
him
途中で
release. We just know it's
モー
coming
ド増や
out
そうしモードとか
sometime soon.
絶対増やそうとは思ってるので、我々本当もっと予算が欲しいんだよね。もう予算さえあれば作るから
あと時間も欲しい
時間も欲しいけど、まあ、時間は俺らの時間使えばいいじゃん。もう本当にちょっとそれ皆さん協力してください。でぜひ、さっき言ってたような無料のアップデート、オンラインプラクティスから、何からどんどん入れていって、ストーリーも拡張してでモードも
Oh wait, is this the update
その
we were hearing about earlier?
3on3、5on5 なのか、それとも皆さんが何か提案してくる何かなのかみたいなのやりたいんでぜひこの番組の後でもツイッターとかでも提案してもらえれば、参考にしますんで、はい、
ぜひ
うん
お願いします
So
あともうチューニング
again,
も続けるからね、
Harada is recapping for people who didn't see the whole broadcast. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff we'd like to add to the game outside of these planned additions for February, etc. So please let us know what that is, whether that's the 3on3 that he mentioned, 5on5, or some kind of cool idea that you have, perhaps. Just let us know on X.
あとレイナパーカーくれってすごい
そう
来るね
ですね
チャットで
商品化したいですね
これでも
And the Raina
Raina
jacket, I
Parker.
know everyone's been asking where they can get that. Hopefully we can make that happen too. Nothing concrete to reveal at the
なんか今
No, just make the Jin goddamn outfit. Why are you not making Jin's jacket available?
てますね。
Our fabulous coordinator off to the side you can't see is actually working on that, trying to make it
今原さん
possible.
が着てるやつは特注。
Like the parka is cool, but give me
That's it,
Jin's
you know,
Tekken
obviously
4 out
the
of
three
it.
that we were wearing at the show was something specially made for that event, so it'll be changed a little bit to make it a more available price point if we can get it happen. So hopefully the coordinator can make that happen.
これは引き続きいろいろ調整を進めていきたいなと思います。はい。こんなにリクエストいただけるなんて思っも
ちょってとねでもねいろいろ 出てるでしょこれバックルが。
そうなんですよ。
これ危ないんですよ。
そうなんですよ。
中すぎて危ないです。
これで通勤したんだけど。
She didn't know that they had the
So
buckles with it.
Harada rode the train with his
これ
jacket.
本当危なかったです。
で危なくてその歩いてる時に置いてある道に置いてある自転車のハン
He
ド
said
ル
he
に
got caught on
Handleにここ引っ
people's
かかったらここ
bicycles and
そうな
all
ったっていう
kinds of stuff.
あとこれお尻からさいっぱいバックル出てんじゃんこういうのが。でこれが座るたびにね
I'm guessing it just goes up his butt because it keeps poking him when he sits in the wrong position.
こう背にかかってこう立ち上がれなくなっちゃう。
多分レイナはお尻傷だ
How
らけ
does
なんだ
Rhoda do it?
でしょうね。
So he's just speculating maybe Reina has a hard time in her daily life because we've already experienced this to some extent. Where that's getting caught on random bicycles.
When is that
uh,
going to be
the
added?
buckle from the back and poking your butt, or Nakatsu and I were talking about it gets stuck on the slats in the chairs and you can't stand up.
ちなみに今
sometimes.
都内某所のスタジオからお届けしてるんですけど、今日原田さんそのパーカーを着てスタジオにお越しになってますからね。
そうです。
そうです。電車に一緒に乗ってきましたもんね。
So yeah, we'll just leave you with this imagination that think about Harada riding the train all the way to this studio that's not at our work location,
いやだから
dressed as Reina.
今日は行きだったんですけど朝一人だけ地下鉄の駅の方で俺を見てはぁって言ってる人がいました。
But it's it's Japan, so no one really paid any attention to that except for one fan who knew exactly what Reina was. And seeing Harada dressed like that was probably very impactful.
そうですね。
あー
女子の方はすごい似合いますね。
そうですね。
はい
Yeah, it would look good on the girls more than him probably.
はい、じゃあということで話は尽きないところですが、
はい
ね
今日はこれで終わりにしてまた我々は作業に戻りましょうか。
そうですね。
はい。
Well, we've got a lot to get started on. We got to get back to work, so I think we'll end the broadcast around here.
はい。
But like he said, any kind of reports on bugs and things like that, please send them to the tag on the X account. And separately, any kind of things you want to see in the game, additions, etc., send it to our X accounts.
はい。じゃあまた3月末に皆さんはいお会いできればと思いますの
So
で。
we'll see you
はい
all again in late March. Can't wait to see the PowerPoint that Yasuda PowerPoint has created.
あだからバグリポートのハッシュタグはあったけど宛先は鉄拳どっち
あ、宛先いらないです。ハッシュタグついて
ハッシュタグでとにかく言ってほしいんで、
ハッシュタグ
宛先をわざわざ俺らにしなくていいんだよね。
全然いい。
はい
I like how people are using Twitter like it's a serious thing right now, but the problem here is that everybody wants to get out of Twitter.
And we'll sort it out.
でハッシュタグをつけない要望はもう僕でいいですよ。僕でいいですよ。
And for the requests, etc., send them.
Everyone,
to,
they're using a lot more on Twitter.
Or Nakatsu myself.
はい
So we've got a bit of a problem
見
here.
てる人以外は読んで
What if everybody
He
moves
said
off
he meets
Twitter?
everyone that he hasn't blocked or muted. So
はい。ぜひ皆さんで
Yep.
鉄拳へとさらにいいものにしていきたいなと思いますので、
はい
ぜひぜひ
引き
ご協力お願い
続き応援よろしく
します。はい。
so let's make Tekken 8 the best possible game we can.
Let's make
together.
Tekken 8
はい。
great.
今日はこれにて失礼いたします。
Get it? because